So this is a 59 years old female who presented with the unstable angina, and this is angio, and this is a near the arrow. You can see there is a lesion in that bend of the LED. We have given the NTG and have seen whether it is a spasm or not, and so that is almost 80% stenosis in that bend of the LED, and above that you can see in diagonal there is a tight stenosis. Near the arrow you can see in that D1 diagonal there is a tight stenosis, almost 99%, 98% stenosis over there. So after all clearance we decided to do the angioplasty to LED and this diagonal. So this is a cranial view, and you could see the same thing what I mentioned. In diagonal there is a tight lesion in the proximal diagonal, and in mid LED in that bend there is a lesion which is almost 80%. With right femoral approach with XB catheter, guiding catheter. This is a PTC BMW wire we inserted in the LED, and this is the exact stent placement in that segment, and this is a stent deployment. This is a stent deployment. Stent is being deployed in the mid LED, and this is seen after the stent placement in the LED, and this is your areocranial view, and the same thing you could see. And the second task was to put the wire into the diagonal through that bend of LED. So in this diagonal you can see how tight the lesion near the arrow. That lesion was very tight, so putting the wire in that diagonal was very difficult. With there was a bend in this LED, and wire was not going in the diagonal. Wire used to go in LED only, so with very difficulty we put the wire in this with the balloon support, and then we dilated this lesion in this is a tight lesion, possibly calcified lesion, so we dilated this diagonal proximal. So this is the cranial areocranial view, and you could see the wire is in the diagonal, and there's a lesion, and then we predilated the lesion, and this was the predilatation with the balloon in the proximal diagonal, and this is the scene after predilatation. And then we opt stent 2.5 into 15. This is the placement of the stent right from the ostium of the diagonal. So this is the final placement of the stent right from the ostium of the diagonal, and then this is the inflation of the stent. So this was a scene after the placing of the stent in diagonal with the TIMI3 flow. So this is the areocranial view, and you could see how diagonal has opened up, and the LED also. This was the angioplasty in unstable angina patient to the diagonal one and the LED.